have we here?
Another fallen wonder.
So, it isn't a dead end after all.
Apparently not.
To lead to this room.
And look what's in it. How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god?
Hey, Junebug, how you doing, man? How's it going? How you doing?
You're him. The second dominant of fire. Who are you?
What? No. No. No way. No, it can't be. It's got to be that other dude that I had saw like a few days ago. Man, this reminds me of that Ifrit boss fight back in Final Fantasy VIII. Where you were surrounded by that ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. You just start bringing up some Johnny Cash. You know, Dragon Age. Great series. Dragon Force actually did a cover of that.
Stop it!
Oh, that's cool. How did that go?
Please! Stop! I did this. I killed him.
Joshua chose me to be his shield.
Oh, I got you.
He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day. It was my duty.
Of course, this is the young Clive and current Clive. And of course, his brother.
Joshua.
Oh, okay, well that's cool. Well, maybe that'll happen.
I'm sorry. I failed you. Joshua died. I killed him. And I blamed another for what I did. To spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran. From everything. And now? Are you ready to accept the truth? I am. I know it won't be easy, but it's what I must do. So that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace. To the truth that awaits me, I will press on. Come, Ifrit. Show me who you truly are. Not this time. Still, you deny it. truths staring right at you. Come on, Clive. Face your fears.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. No kidding. Dodge out of the way fast enough. Yeah! Not every day you end up fighting out a doppelganger of yourself. Actually, that's probably a little bit more of a deeper meaning than I think it is. I battle myself every single day inside of my head. I just get myself off the ground with this. Well, maybe not. That's the first time I think I've ever had to heal in like forever. I guess because it's not an unblockable attack. Well, it is a blockable attack. I should say. I'm just putting myself in harm's way by doing that.
Garuda, lend me your...
I thought maybe it would have been a good idea to keep me out of harm's way, but apparently not. What the heck?
Escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from you. Together, then. It's time to find out who we are. Once and for all.
Oh, I got thingies just filling up. But other than that, super accept the truth. I like it. The particle effects. Oh, so now I'm like super duper Clive? I'm Super Saiyan level 4 Clive.
Show yourself, Ifrit.
You go, boy. You're on fire. Yeah, exactly. So I got my spinny thing going on here. Oh, I love the music. I wonder if Nobuo Uematsu ended up doing the music for this. Usually he does it for like every single Final Fantasy game. I was actually listening to the Game Informer review of this from some odd weeks ago. I was listening to it yesterday, and the guy was obviously saying, he said he really loved the game. He said, yes, it's cutscene heavy. He said, but the thing is that he enjoyed it from beginning to end. He said he was okay with the cutscenes. He said the thing is that he had gotten like probably over 65 hours into it, and he still had like side quests that he had to do. I can't remember if he said he had finished the main story or not, so I'm guessing once you finish the main story, it still puts you back into the world again, I suppose. But he was saying that there was like one particular moment in the game that was like one of his top moments ever in game. Not sure what it is, obviously, because he didn't want to spoil it, but I'm like, whoa, man. I was like, something really must have had to grab him for that to happen. So apparently, he claims that there's a lot of gameplay that's in it. I guess the 65 hours, I'm hoping, isn't adding into the cutscenes, but even if it is, length and time doesn't necessarily matter to me in games. It's all about the quality of the content. Because if you got filler and stuff going on, then I'm going to lose interest. It ain't going to be worth it. Holy guacamole. I just punched myself out of myself. And that's so cool. How you have like a choir vocal version of the level up sound throughout the Final Fantasy series. I don't think that's ever been done unless it's only been done at concerts. Final Fantasy level up tune. I need to put that as one of my ringtones. You know, it's funny. Years ago, when I was, you know, obviously I don't have any tattoos or nothing, but I thought about getting one years ago, and I thought about wanting to get like the little meteor tattoo from Final Fantasy VII that's on the main logo, because I was such a big fan of it. And even today I still am, especially with the remake and whatnot. Because, like, no kidding, dude, like, the next iteration that comes out is going to be a day one purchase for me. I can't, well, I'm going to rent it, obviously, but then I'm going to, like, utilize my discount to get it. Because I already know it's going to be a long game. It's going to take me a while to get through it, especially with everything I want to do in it.
Are you alright?
So.
Jill.
So that goes without saying.
It's nothing. I'll be fine.
Wrestling walk-up song. Yeah, that would be cool. I've always loved the music in Final Fantasy. I haven't heard all of the music out of the entire series.
Chasing shadows.
But I mean, I've always been a fan of it.
The hooded man isn't here. We should go. I still need to clean off my screen too, because like I cleaned off my screen where my ex's 4-year-old put her little smudgy fingers all over it, and you know, because she's such a responsible mother, she didn't bother to even say, hey, don't touch somebody else's property with your sticky fingers and actually clean it off. No, it just stayed on there. So I cleaned it up some day, like a few days ago.
Are you sure you're all right?
And
whatever it is, you can tell me.
I cleaned it up
I
a
had
few
a
days
hard
ago.
enough time telling myself.
And it still seems like there's some smudges that's on there.
I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second Icon of Fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed.
Man, talk about carrying a weight.
But not before I learn the whole truth.
Yeah, there's more to that.
How can a second Icon of Fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant?
I don't believe it.
Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want?
There's more to it than
that. I need to know. And since I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
I need to get myself a costume just like Clive's for Halloween.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too.
Yeah, right. I won't be celebrating Halloween just for the simple fact that I just
There'll be time enough.
I just don't really.
When we're done.
You know, I don't really care anything for it.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I mean, if somebody else is doing something, then...
You never were one to hide from the truth, even when we were young.
I've heard that you shouldn't use glass cleaner though for flat screen TVs because it does something to the screen. I don't know if it's true or not. I just used a microfiber cloth.
I don't want to be that person
which is what you need to use, and just kind of
things she did
wiped away at it while the screen was off.
And yet, they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill.
If he is here, then the disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
Confounded. Meanwhile, welcome to the Resident Evil Mansion. Dazbog? Castle Dazbog.
Tell me, who did this, or I'll see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffer said Sid paid him.
I let you run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? Find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to hell. Out. Now!
Yes. Is that a head in a box? It might be a head in a box. It's a box with the thing off, so... Sounds like Goro from Mortal Kombat 1995. It's my head in a box. Hey, my head in a box, babe. It's my head in a box. Ooh, my head in a box, girl.
Benedikta.
I knew it. So what did he do? Take her head and put it in a box? They didn't even show her face. They didn't even show the head. So it may or may not have been her. He could have just been saying that. He was banging Benedicta anyways. They ended up showing that like at the beginning of the game. And then Benedicta, little whore, ends up banging some other dude. Iconic abilities such as ignition, fiery lunge that drives back enemies, deals continuous damage as well as unlocking the limit break gauge. Yes, they're bringing back the limit breaks. Sauce for Ifrit's ability to share the Phoenix of current via abilities in the main menu. Gauge is full. In battle. Both by taking damage and successfully performing an offensive and defensive maneuver. Duh. So basically everything you're doing in battle. Semi-priming. Grants increased attack potency and speed, HP regeneration, and guard break strike. Ooh. Well, that's nice.
So, what next?
We return to Eastpool. I promised the mayor I'd talk to him again. About Lady Hannah amongst other things. Though she may be loath to leave, I can't help thinking she'd be safer with Cid too.
Alright, we should arrange an introduction then.
Should I run through here? Or should I just fast travel? Kind of wondering if there's some other things for me to be able to pick up, so... Because I just got those. Yep. It's kind of funny, just like this section has just been, like, destroyed, but, like, elsewhere it's fine. Uh-oh, Torgal's growling.
Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
Yep, there's something else that's going on. So it's clearly I wouldn't have been able to fast travel if I wanted to. And I don't know how to get through there yet. I just know that that's a section that... Something, I don't know what it is. It's some kind of door. Okay, so you just keep me from going in. Oh, look at that! It got it. Yeah, okay. Oh, we got us some fights going on now.
What happened here?
They just poked at it. Is it dead? Let me see if it's dead. All right, everybody's just gonna die. Everybody's just gonna
Pay
die.
for this.
This just ain't gonna work. I'm not putting up
We've
with
got a live one.
it. You're all gonna be dead ones.
Remember our orders? No survivors.
Exactly. So you guys aren't
Who
gonna
would order
survive.
Such a thing?
All y'all just suck up in that. Y'all have fun with that.
Flames to me.
Get juggled around. Hooah, 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 hooah. Y'all are dead now. He just got knocked out of midair. They got juggled around so much. That was great.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded? You were born a slave, and you'll die one.
Really?
Kill all the ducal dogs. Ducal dogs? They were innocent people. Garuda.
I don't want to save my limit break. Oh, I see. You always take out the casters first. I wasn't aware there was a caster here. Man, y'all are everywhere.
Fire will never fail.
It's too slow.
Not this time. Put them all to the sword. Bearer or no?
Well, I didn't mean to do that one. not for just one. There you go. Y'all come get sucked up inside this tornado. That's a tornado! There's a twister. That was cool. I sucked it in there and then slammed it into that. It was attacking that while I was attacking that. That was cool. That worked out perfectly. What in the name of Pete? What are we in Silent Hill?
The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annabella's command.
That dude has like 5 axes on one hammer.
My mother ordered this. Why?
Clive,
I know. It can wait.
Yeah, baby. It's not really doing as much as I would have expected it to in such a short amount of time. But at least it did stagger him, so I'm gonna have to utilize my stagger ability. See if that's what stagger state. Nope. I thought I had phased out of that.
This time.
There we go. Semi-prime finish. Oh, I need to check the my abilities too, to see if I got enough for an upgrade or to gain any new ones, since I leveled up recently. We were just here.
Sorry, Lady Hannah.
Oh my gosh, they killed her.
You
Oh,
deserve
for
so
crying
much
out
better.
loud.
All of these people did. Better than my mother.
Yep. It's definitely going to be a darker Final Fantasy. Probably one of the more darker ones in recent memory.
We're too late. Gav. Clive.
Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew East Pool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden
All right,
up
man.
here.
Talk at you later. I
Someone
appreciate you
must have
coming in.
let
Thank you
slip.
kindly.
If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
but why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest. Lord Kupka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Clive, was it?
Battles stand up to the
Spoony
sun.
Bard. Oh, that was in Final Fantasy IV, I think. Or 2, something like that.
The soaking tears of blood. Tonight his oath is made.
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness, and in turn salvation, can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, you'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the Black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the Crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that...
I don't think what?
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Orther. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the Mother Crystals.
They're one and the same. Although, admittedly, this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether, a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups, the gods themselves.
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
There's work enough here for 100, and not nearly enough able bodies to see it all done. The Hideaway is lucky to have you and Jill.
We're low on gig and toad oil and curial greens. Should I put an order in with Lady Karen?
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick...
Make it quick. So, what'll it be? And how am I meant to do that then? That it? Fine.
Clive, was it?
Clive! You're alright! I thought you might be... Oh!
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Cid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot having... On second thoughts, I don't want to know. And be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. And be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? And be thankful you got that much. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing. And it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
I see I'm busy here. What do you want? And how am I meant to do that then? Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, all right? Anything else?
Wanted to send a message, most likely.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No. I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't. The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sanbreque as soon as I can.
The reports from Eastpool are disturbing. I knew the Viceroy had no love for her subjects, but to order the slaughter of an entire village.
Look what the curl dragged in. Go on, then. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Oh, don't.
Was it?
I'm not much bothered either way.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Take a seat, Clive. So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a Mother Crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the Royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. But that's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but... who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman? Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the Hideaway service, anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Curse Breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Quick look.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. I can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
But how did the grocer know his daughter? Sun's setting fast. Can I have
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this'll be enough.
Did you not say we had new comrades in need of feeding?
I suppose I have a moment. If that is all.
So it took a tilt between the Wardens of Light and Dark to finally drive the Royalists from our shores. Pity it came at such a price. They say the fields of Belenus were black a full fortnight with all the ravens.
What can I interest you in today? You're always welcome here in Lostwing. Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you...
Here. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
What happens to us now?
Back, are you? Did Master
Promise. Not ever again.
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't say that. I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Ah, glory to Grieger. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean, for that matter. I suppose the smell's got 'em worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
courier said his pack. That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble. Good. Looks like I'm in the right area. More of the lost supplies. I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter there. Come this far. Might as well ask around. It's over. Give me fire! Flames to... Looks like that was the last of them. I'd better let Quentin's man know.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby, and I suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lostwing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
Back, are you? Did Master Quentin summon you?
The shad's all salted and smoked.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. And he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble. Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quentin would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and Imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quentin's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, There'll be a glass or two raised in your honour.
It's done. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but... Oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right? They can't get away with this. If people start thinking Martha's gone soft...
Ha! Golden Stables my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Huh? Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy, though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it? Get it, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah!
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is! The hero of the Golden Stables!
People'll think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going, before I arm you with a mop.
There he is, the man of the hour. You're the one who saw off the bandits, aren't you? Martha was singing your praises. Takes a brave man to march into danger out of the goodness of his heart. You have my respect.
A Rosarian salute.
Oh, what is it they say? Old habits die hard. I trust you won't be reporting me to the Vicereine.
If we'd had a few more like you about, perhaps the Rosfields might still... Listen to me rambling on. Thank you again, and, take care of yourself. It's just a shame I didn't get here sooner. It would have been an honor to see you fight.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Maybe I should just... Oh, there you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me, then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keep Sid sane while she's away.
You never mentioned a daughter.
Well, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin bolts. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Wanted to send a message.
It's never this late. Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. You know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait. You were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then might I ask a favour of you? I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lostwing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again. Randall went off to Lostwing on a job. Portering, I believe. I expect the tavern keeper will know more.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drakeshead is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
I heard from a couple of the bearers what you think.
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but reckless sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
The clearing where we were attacked. It's not far from here. Go! Find Randall!
Goblins. Why am I not surprised? Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Did the grocer know his daughter?
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the South Gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
Had you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
There. Northry. The soldiers used to speak of a brothel. But that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Saw it last time I was through the wall. Jutting up from the waves like the mane of some giant beast. I heard tell it's the work of an icon.
Might be Shiva. I heard the Ironblood lost her on their campaign in the Republic.
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
Begone! The gate's for citizens, not serfs.
With the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
You want something, you come back with your master. I won't sell to some stray branded.
Welcome, welcome. Come back again.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred, Cleontel. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you...
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
However do they get that color?
States.
Wake winds!
What did you say was in these
Give me
pies
one of
again?
those hams. Your biggest.
Fresh fish, hauled from the Sea of Grace this very
You there! Fancy a drop of the
With the right to
Empire's
confiscate
finest?
any objects forbidden by...
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement. As do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.